I welcome you to the reflection of the 26th Sunday in Ordinary Time, Year A. And the theme of our reflection is the Christian journey is a journey of consistent action and not words. Now, a lot of us are a kind of people whose promises are better than our actions. And then again, others are a kind of people whose actions are better than their promises. But the readings of today make emphasis and call us on becoming the kind of Christians who will match their words with profound action. Because faith without action is useless. Now, in the first reading from the book of Prophet Ezekiel demolished the traditional belief and understanding of the early Hebrews. Now, while in exile in Babylon, they have this traditional belief that children inherit the guilt of the sins of their ancestors. And then again, that God is more strict than merciful in his relationship with man. Now, Prophet Ezekiel now makes a demolition of this tradition. And then he gave a principle that everyone is responsible for his action. Everyone is responsible for his deeds. Because he said that both sinners and the righteous can reverse their ways and at the same time reverse their standing before God. And so whoever turns from his bad ways to good, God will have mercy on him. And whoever turns from his good ways to bad ways has chosen another God, and so will suffer for his sins. And that was why the people shouted that God's ways are unfair. But God says, how can my ways be unfair when I am merciful to you? Now, in the second reading, St. Paul, in addressing his audience in Philippi, says that when one seeks individual glory, it breeds disunity. And so, in order to safeguard his people in Philippi, he says, let everyone call for community glory. Let us work for the glory and for the common good of the community. Because since we share in one Holy Spirit, since we share in one Christian love and compassion, and then since we remain Christians, sharing in the same image and likeness of God, we are called to work for the good of the community. Let no one work for individual glory, because individual glory breeds disunity in a community. Now, in the third reading from the Gospel of Matthew, now Christ gave a parable of two sons who reacted differently from the assignment of their father. The first one who says yes and in turn refused to do the assignment, and the second one who said no but later on did the assignment of the father. But now there are a lot of lessons from the readings of this week for us. We are called in this week, especially more importantly, that our actions can be good depending on the way we do them. Good actions can turn to be bad actions depending on how we do them. Now, in the parable of the two sons, the first one answered, yes, I will do it, and did not do it. And the second one said, no, I will not, but then later on did it. But now, in the first reading, Prophet Ezekiel says that the righteous can reverse his ways and at the same time reverse his standing before God. For no one will be held responsible for the sins of his ancestors, but everyone will be responsible for his own sin. And now the second lesson is we need to be consistent in our actions, in our Christian actions. Consistency. This consistency will make us become good this minute and in the next minute remain good. When we do our work as Christians, when we obey the commandments of God, when we do what the church asks us to do, and when we align our ways to the ways of Christ consistently, then we become true Christians, because True Christianity is in action and not in words. When we match our words with our actions, we remain true Christians. And now the third lesson we need to learn from the readings of today is that God is always there for us. And since God is there for us, the only thing we need to do is to become the children of God. And as we become the children of God, God will hold us only accountable by our actions. Because when we become His own, He calls us His own. Again, and more importantly, we are called to be Christians of action. We are called to match our words by our actions. Let us not be the kind of Christians who only proclaim God by their words, but not by their actions. Today we have a lot of Christians who, by what they put on, who by what they say, would like to be called Christians. But then we are called today to be Christians whose actions and words are equal and not opposite. Now, when we become Christians and when we match our actions, when we match our words by good actions, we remain true Christians. For what? True Christianity is in action and not in words. May the good Lord continue to bless us. May He continue to grant us with grace, such that in this new week we shall in all we do and in our relationship with our neighbors match our words profoundly with our actions. And then may God, in all our words, in all our actions, grants us the grace and a place as His children. May the good Lord bless His words.